The longest wake in Carolina history. In 1911, a man named Canchetto was a carnival worker in McCall, South Carolina. He got into an altercation with another carnival worker, and he stumbled down, and the other carnival worker hit him in the head with a tent stake. He was taken to the hospital across the state line in Laurinburg, North Carolina, where he would later succumb to his injuries. He was taken to the nearby McDougal Funeral Home, and that's where the story gets interesting. Allegedly, an Italian man came in and identified the body as being his son's, and that he wanted him to have a proper Christian burial, and he paid for half of the service. Well, the funeral director at McDougal Funeral Home embalmed the body, laid him in a casket, and the family never showed back up. Here's where morals get a little intertwined. They hung the body on the wall in the funeral home, awaiting the family to return. The body hung there for a few years until it began to mummify, and the McDougal Funeral Home changed locations. The funeral director of McDougal put the mummy of Canchetto in a pine box with a glass front, and in the garage at the new location stood him up against the back wall with a light over him, and, let people come see him. It wasn't until 1972 when the North Carolina Board of Funeral Directors started making a stink about a funeral home publicly showing a mummy that they had embalmed. Do the math. Back in 1911. Finally, on September 30th, 1972, Hewitt McDougal removed the mummy of Canchetto from public view, put him in a bronze casket, put that inside of a porcelain vault, sealed that over with concrete. And as the concrete was curing, over 200 people who had come to pay their respects to what was locally known as the spaghetti mummy threw coins into the concrete as it was curing. So, right out yonder in Laurinburg, North Carolina, did y'all know about